Welcome again to Programmers Online Video Tutorials. This is the second video we are posting this year. In the earlier video I recorded, I made mention of two major projects programmers will be embarking on this year, which is the xDigital20 and xCODEBOOT20. Now let's go into details on the xCODEBOOT20 and know what we are supposed to do. Don't forget that our website still remains programmex.org. You can visit there and get access to all these videos and more. The courses we will be treating this year under the xCODEBOOT20. First of all, we are going to do coding more times. We are going to do web development and mobile apps development. So under the web development, we are going to divide it into two. First, we will be doing front end or web design. Under that, we will be treating these languages: HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Bootstrap. Bootstrap is the focus is on the first three: HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Bootstrap and jQuery are all extracted or frameworks from CSS and JavaScript. The backend part, our focus would be on SQLDB, Python, and PHP. The SQL is the database part. PHP and Python will be the language we will use to connect the front end to the database. Okay, that's why they are called backend programming language. You don't see their actions from the front end, but they are actually the ones that do all the work. We'll treat that when we get there. Under the mobile applications, the main language we'll be focusing on will be Java. But there are other platforms we also consider: Kotlin, Swift, and Android Studio. Swift will be for Apple, and Android Studio will be for Android. Now let's look at the things you will need for this program. There are a lot of things you will need for this program. First, let's look at a working laptop. You cannot do this program without having a laptop. You cannot do it on your phone. Yes, you can watch the videos, alright, but if you don't practice, if you don't have a laptop to test whatever I teach you or whatever I also say, you will not know. You even forget. So this is a practical course, so you need a working laptop. Let's look at the requirements for the laptop. You cannot just use any laptop because we'll be doing mobile apps. With the web, anything goes. Any laptop at all goes. Once it is working and it can watch movies, it can do web development. But because we'll be doing mobile apps, I have sampled a few requirements for Windows machines and Mac machines. This is the minimum requirement for Android Studio installation. It's what you should be concentrating on should be your RAM, because when it starts running and your RAM is not that strong, your machine will start running slow and you will not like it. And also the minimum screen resolution. This is mainly for front end, because when you are doing responsiveness, you need the screen very much. The responsiveness is when you are trying to optimize your website for phones, tablets, laptops, TVs, bigger screens. That is what is called responsiveness. So if you don't use a screen resolution that is intermediate or that can facilitate you being able to optimize for different devices, you get problems. People will visit your site with different devices and they will complain. They will tell you the site is not good, it doesn't look good and all that. Meanwhile, you've wasted a lot of time building it. Now let's look at Mac OS requirements. These are the requirements, so you can check them out. And if you are using a Mac OS, but our platform will be mainly Microsoft. I don't have a Mac machine, so I can't do the Mac one, but it's not different. It's only the applications you'll be installing that will have different ways of going about it. At number 2, you need access to internet. Not just assets, you need a great deal of access to internet. Everything that we'll be doing will depend on internet, so you can work on that before we start the program. Next, number 3, you also need a test editor or an IDE. An IDE is an integrated development environment. Okay, so IDEs are intended as a set of tools that all work together. The test editor part, a compiler part, build or make integration, debugging, and etc. IDEs mostly share strong connection to specific language. For example, Visual Studio for .NET and other Microsoft languages, RubyMine for Ruby, IntelliJ for Java, xCode for Apple Tech. A test editor is simply a tool that is designed to edit tests. Typically, they are optimized for programming languages. The trade-off here is that while you can basically get off faster if you are working within the realm of a given IDE over the long term, you spend a great bunch of time retraining yourself when you inevitably change from one language or two change to the next. If you use an editor, you can continue to use the same workflows that you always have. Tools that you've built into your editor can be carried over to the next language and framework. At number 4, we have coffee breaks. It's very, very important. You need to take coffee breaks. You need to take coffee breaks. At this juncture, I would like to take my coffee break, if you don't mind. Number 5, time and concentration. You need to spend some time after our training to practice, rehearse, and then go over whatever we did. And then you need to pay a lot of attention to our tutorials and other things. Coding or programming language demands that you pay attention to details. So if you are somebody who doesn't pay attention to small details, please start doing it if you want to do coding or programming, because some of the errors you will get in your code will be the smallest things you overlook. So please take note of this. You will spend a minimum of 8 hours a week to this course, so please take note. You can spend more, 16 hours, 20 hours, 24 hours, but the minimum you should give this course is 8 hours. Before you can make it happen, at number 6, you need determination. It's very difficult. When you start like this and everything is working well, especially for the front end, you'll be happy doing it. But when you go along and things start getting difficult, if you don't have determination, you will give up. When I started, I gave up so many times, but I was determined to do it. Even though it was getting difficult and more difficult and extremely difficult, I still had the hope that if somebody had done it, I can also do it. So you can also do it. So don't give up. Don't leave the course. Don't leave me alone. No. You have to do it. At number 7, you have to help and seek help. So before you can be determined to do it, you need somebody to help you. So Stack Overflow will be your friend. Stack Overflow is my best friend. Apart from this man, there are other sites and platforms that can be your friend to Code Project, Reddit, Treehouse, Udemy, Lynda, edX, IBM Cloud. Some of them are paid platforms, but Stack is not paid. You get access to errors that has been fixed. You can also help people. Remember that. And then this video will run for just 20 minutes. So it means that you have to do a lot on your own. You have to ask a lot of questions. You can go to our website, programmers.org, use the contact us form and ask any question. I'll get back to you via your email, because your email will come to me. Or you can join our WhatsApp platform. You go to the website, you see our social media platforms. You can join our WhatsApp and we'll help you there too. Please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and click on the bell so that when we post any video, you get access to it as quickly as possible. Thank you very much. See you in our next video.